Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to build your own Lego table. Now, how this table works is it's more of a lap height, so for sitting on the floor, and you can add a trundle underneath if you need the extra storage. And it just flips open, kind of more of a suicide door action, to reveal a big tray that you can store your Legos. It's really ideal for, 4 kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, to kind of sit around it. They have access to the community pile of Legos, and then they have, a good amount of workspace here to play. And then, best part about it, when you're done, you can just close it all up, and it looks all nice and clean. It's suitable for your living room. It's a pretty easy build. You won't need any special tools, no pocket hole jig, just a drill and a nailer and a sander to get this done.
Let's get into the build. So you'll want to cut all of your boards according to the cut list that's in the link in the description. I'm using a compound miter saw for nice straight cuts. You'll also need some 1/4-inch plywood. We'll cut that down in a minute. Let's start with assembling the basic tray that will hold all the Legos. So these are just 1x3s, and I'm just using glue and 1 1/4-inch brad nails to put together. You can also use screws if you don't have a brad nailer. Then I just kind of square it up to make sure it's square while the glue dries. To cut the plywood, I'm using a circular saw. I elevate the plywood up on some scrap pieces of wood and then just cut it down to size with a circular saw. Of course, if you have a table saw or a circular saw with a guide, that's a much better way of attaching it. So now I'm putting some 5/8-inch nails into my nailer and attaching the plywood to the bottom. Okay, so now for the tabletop pieces. So this was a little tricky because I wanted to get everything just perfect. So I laid out the 1x10 boards in the middle and then used them to kind of guide me as I put my 1x3 boards on the ends. And then I can just put the legs on and then nail them from the outside. The nails aren't strong enough on their own, so then I added 2 screws from the inside. I'm using Kreg 1 1/4-inch pocket hole screws. Now for the hinges. So this was actually a really easy step. All I did was take the 1x10s and clamp them and then install the hinges. Since I already spaced the 1x10s out in an earlier step, everything worked perfectly and the tabletop just closed just right. Okay, so that actually is the whole entire Lego table build. It was super, super easy. But I decided why not make a trundle underneath it, and just to give you guys some ideas if you have a small space and you need some extra storage. This is a really easy way to add some storage. So essentially I'm just making the trundle exactly how I made the tray with the 1 1/4-inch nails and then putting the plywood on the bottom with glue in the shorter nails and then adding the caster wheels to the bottom. And then I just found some 3/4-inch hardware screws to attach the caster wheels. You'll only be able to get 3 screws in because the 4th screw will go right through the 1/4-inch plywood. And it fit just right underneath. I then filled all of my nail holes, which there really wasn't very many, with a wood filler, let that dry, and then I sanded it really smooth. Since it's a kid's project, I also, kind of sanded down all the rough edges and made it really, really smooth. And then I stained it with Minwax's wood finish. It just turned out so beautiful, just such a soft, subtle, light color.
Okay, the project's all done. The plans are linked in the description. Thank you for watching. Please share if you build. We love seeing your projects, and it inspires and encourages us to keep doing what we're doing. Happy holidays. We'll see you next week with a brand new plan.